For me, this is a more recent one.
This was good too.
So the Serenity Prayer has always been incredibly relevant and important to me. Grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Well, there's an alternate version of it that I've come to love here as of recent. I will no longer accept the things I cannot change. I'm choosing to change the things I cannot accept.
Yeah, baby.
Welcome back to another episode of Till the Wheels Fall Off. I am Matt.
I'm Paige.
This week we are going to recover a review of 2023. It is a new year, 2024. What will it bring? What are we not so proud of in 2023? What could we have done better? What are we proud of? Let's talk about some of the highlights and experiences. It's going to be a really fun episode as we get through this. Yeah. We're also going to have our outline available online because I think everyone needs to check it out and participate. And I would love to hear the feedback in the community.
Yep.
First things first, though, we've discussed this before, not really in depth. You've probably heard the ad now if you heard the last episode, but we do have a new course.
Yay.
Paige and I started a company called Independently Strong. And Independently Strong is designed to produce content like courses, guides, walkthroughs for your own recovery and healing journey. Addicts, alcoholics, we've got a million resources at our disposal. Spouses and partners have very few. The course is paid. This is one of our first paid resources. Doing what we can to make this as affordable as possible. We are working through some of the kinks here, but we're going to start by giving everyone a 75% discount by using the code Wheelies75.
Yes.
Again, it's Wheelies75. Paige is the primary course architect. I think she did a phenomenal job.
Thank you.
I mean, obviously, we've gone through it multiple times. And it is comprehensive. It is designed to help you through your recovery journey. If you ever wondered, what did she do? If you have a million questions for Paige, they're all answered.
Yeah, and we partnered with a professional therapist on it who it's also research-based.
Yes, it is.
So it's a legit course.
It is real deal.
Yeah.
It is the real deal. It's incredible. But Independently Strong has also got some guides available online as well.
We'll be popping out more this year.
Yeah, there's going to be tons of stuff coming out through Independently Strong for the next year. We've also got some upcoming meetups, some workshops, retreats, all kinds of fun stuff for 24. But let's get into the episode.
Yay!
Okay, so I would love for you to head over to our website right now, www.tufo.com. Go to the blog section and pull this up so we can walk through this together.
Where did you get most of this from?
Our brains.
No, not like the answers, but you kind of got
right.
From another
so there's a one
resource.
Of probably my favorite podcaster, Chris Williamson's got a podcast called Modern Wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
And
great.
He's got a year-end review that he sends to all of his listeners and followers. And I'm on this mailing list, so we sent this over, and it's like, this could be a really, really good idea.
Yeah, I think it's great.
Great idea. So thank you, Chris.
Yeah.
I'm taking this from you.
Yeah.
I think it's really helpful, and I don't think he would mind at all.
Well, we pulled some things out and switched some
Made
things
it more
up
relevant to our
audience. Yeah, but we're going to kind of get y'all into our lives a little bit deeper because I don't think we explain or tell people much about our personal stuff.
I don't think we get too hella personal in here.
No, we don't, but we're going to kind of do that a little bit.
So let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's get started. Let's walk us through the list. Okay, so
the first part's just really fun stuff.
Yes.
It's just fun stuff. It's like looking back at this year and looking at the highlights of your life.
Can I be real about something here?
Yeah.
Like, we're kind of Debbie Downers a lot.
Yeah.
And I'm sure people get sick of us because of that. Because every time you turn us on, it's like talking about some heavy stuff.
Shit.
Man, let's just talk about some fun stuff for a minute. Yeah. Can we just put all that stuff aside for a brief moment? Like, we all know we're struggling in some ways, but can we just talk about the good?
Yeah.
So let's just talk about some of the good stuff. What are some of our best memories?
It still might get some dark stuff later.
It's always going to be some, you know what I mean.
You know that we have to keep it real. We got to be like, there's negative, positive, and there's just is. It's reality. So we're going to go with some positive stuff. So we're going to look at our best memories, and first one is the best meal of 2023. What was the
best meal you had in 2023?
We had to think about this, but we actually have the best meal together. Like, we decided this was our favorite.
It was the best meal we had together.
It was when we went to Portland, Maine back in, was it June or July?
It was in June.
It was in the summertime. I don't know. It was at some point.
It was hot as hell in Texas.
And
we disappeared.
We went to Kennebunkport for a while, and then we decided to just randomly go to Portland. And we drove up there, and we found this restaurant in the city that had the best lobster roll, and oysters.
Yeah, it was incredible
ever
seafood.
had.
Like, I mean, it was okay. So y'all, I mean, if you're from the Northeast, you're probably hearing this and being like, "Stupid Texans." Yeah, okay, yeah, we don't get the best seafood down here, right? We have to disappear to fun places in order to get it.
We go to Boston
especially
just for
pizza.
seafood because seafood here sucks.
Pizza sucks here. Seafood sucks here.
Yeah,
like we have Gulf stuff. Like there's some stuff from the Gulf, redfish and whatnot. It's really good. Shrimp are good,
but it's mainly like fried fish here, and plus we don't live near the ocean, so a lot of stuff is frozen when it gets here. And when we eat oysters here, we typically get sick, so we stay away from raw oysters.
Yeah, but Eventide Oyster Co.
Is that
was
what it
the name
was?
of the place? Yeah.
No way, you found it?
I just found it. Yeah, I had to look it up because I was like, "What? You can't just tell people we had good oysters up there. Maybe someone's from there." Oh, Eventide, and I don't know. Maybe that's like crap to them, but it was really good to us.
Oh, it was delicious.
It was incredible.
I thought it was great.
That was the best meal we had this year by far. We sat there and ordered more than once.
Yeah.
It's one of those deals where they like, "You done? Nope. Bring me the menu again." And start ordering again.
Yeah, and so we're foodies. We love to try new food when we go places. I mean, we like to eat healthy when we're at home, but then when we go out, it's like balls to the wall. Give me anything that's on the menu.
Honorable mention here for best meal would be that Indian food place in London. What was the name of that place?
I forgot about that. Dashum, I believe, or Dashum. Dashum, something like that. Someone's going to be like, "You're saying it all wrong," but yeah, it was so good.
That was some of the best.
We ordered it twice.
Oh my god.
Okay, no, we were literally taking 5 minutes for the first question. We had a lot
It was
to go
food.
through. It was
What'd you
food.
expect?
We were going to talk about.
These others
We could talk about food all day long.
We're gonna blow through the rest of
Okay,
this.
so the next one is the coolest new experience. So Matt, what was the coolest new experience you had this last year?
Something I've always wanted to do was drive a car on the other side of the road when I'm not drunk. So I did it legally in London. I drove on the other side of the road, rented a car there. And it still blows my mind that they don't give you some kind of quiz. They just give you the keys.
Yeah,
here you go.
Here, good luck. Good luck to you.
Didn't even ask me, have you done this before? They just cut me loose on the roads. And it was fun. It was a crazy experience. We've often said that if you really want to test your communication skills in a marriage, go kayaking together. Tandem kayaking together will test your communication skills. And if you go on a retreat with us this year, you will go kayaking with us.
It's on the
because of that. But I would argue that driving on the other side of the road will really test your communication and your patience.
Okay, so I said coolest new experience, and I don't think that was the coolest new experience.
That wasn't cool for you?
Hell no.
It was hell on earth for you, wasn't it?
It was interesting, and I thought it was a great experience, but coolest? No. I was like, I don't really care to ever do that again, honestly. But for me, my coolest new experience was just going to London and then creating a course. I thought that was a really cool experience for me.
Creating the course was?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, you had, that was primarily you, the course was. So I bet that was like for you to sit down, like you created this thing from like outline, like from the bare bones.
It took a long time to put it together.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was a cool experience. It was really neat to actually, like, of course it was difficult, but it was cool. It was cool.
You built this little thing, like you created it from the bones, foundation, put it into the world. Now it's a real thing out there helping people.
Yeah.
So cool.
All right. So the next thing is going to be your favorite movie or shows that we watched this year.
I thought about this one a lot. I didn't get into too many shows. Fall of the House of Usher was one that I thought about putting on here.
Oh,
but it's a seasonal show.
Yeah.
What's the name? Flaherty.
Flanagan?
Is it Matt Flanagan? What is his name? What is his name?
Oh my
Flanagan.
gosh, we can't think. I thought it was Matt Flanagan.
Is it Matt?
I don't think it's Matt. Is it Matt? Now you said the name and I can't even think.
He created Haunting of Hill House. Midnight Mass, a bunch of Netflix shows, but the newest one was Fall of the House of Usher. And it
so
was
good.
Mike Flanagan. It's Mike Flanagan. Got it.
High five.
Incredible.
Started with an M.
But it's very, very short show. Knocked that out in a week or so. I started watching YouTubers this year.
Yeah, you've been really into YouTube.
There's something about YouTubers that inspire me
9-year-old boy.
from a creative standpoint. Because you're watching someone doing what they love and getting paid to do it, which is the dream for everyone, I think.
Yeah.
But watching them do it and because we're content creators as well, making the behind the scenes, like you guys don't see what goes into like creating an episode, filming an episode, editing an episode, all the stuff that we do to release content. So watching other people do it has become like, those are my heroes.
Yeah.
Matt Armstrong is one. He builds cars in the United Kingdom.
You just like his accent.
No, it's not just his accent. I do love a British accent, but no, it's like a guy that started doing this like in his garage or in parking lots, and now he's buying really valuable cars, rebuilding them, and selling them, and like
sometimes I get sucked in that show that you watch.
And then there's another guy named Mav, M-A-V.
Love him.
And he camps in the back of his truck or in these random vehicles that he finds, and he cooks. But like the way he cooks is like just a very normal dude. Like he's not a gourmet chef or anything. He's just doing his thing. He's incredibly super genuine, authentic. And I like that about both those guys. So like I look forward to their episodes coming out every week.
Yeah, you got me sucked into Mav. And then I started our daughter on watching him, and she's been really into it.
It's so cool.
And it's awesome.
Sometimes you just need to numb out and have a good time. That's how I do it.
Okay, so
what about you?
Mine, that was, I do like Mav. I like him. And then my movie was Man Named Otto.
Oh my gosh,
we went to go see that as a family. I had no idea what that movie was about. I just knew, Tom Hanks. Hey, looks good. Let's go see it. We were all bawling our eyes out leaving that theater. Like even our 9-year-old son, our 11-year-old daughter. I was like, okay, this might not be appropriate for them, but they loved it too. They thought it was really, really good and emotional. So yeah, that was my favorite movie this year.
So good.
And I didn't really have time to watch many shows. I started watching 6 Feet Under.
Oh yeah, you've been on that pretty hard lately.
Yeah, I'll start getting into shows, and then I try to watch it like during my lunch break that I give myself. So, all right. So the next one's going to be your favorite new friend. We both had the same this year.
Everyone that we've met through the community, through our calls, we just put wheelies down.
Yeah.
Like, I think that we have many more digital relationships this year than we do in-person relationships. Mm-hmm. And when I think on any given day, like who's inspiring me today, it's going to be someone from the community or someone we met, like a client or anyone through to the wheels fall off.
Yep. All right. Favorite artist?
Me, I think, so there's 3 here. Churches.
Yes.
So Churches, if you're not sure who Churches is, they're kind of like a throwback 80s.
Oh, they're awesome.
Like pop
they're one of my favorite
pop rock,
band.
But their lead singer, her name is Lauren Mayberry, and I think that when it comes to lead singers in like rock and pop, she is best of the best in my opinion. I love her. Love her writing, everything. Frank Ocean and Leon Bridges were my other 2.
Yeah, I can get okay with Frank sometimes. Sometimes he gets on my nerves.
We listened to Frank all night last night.
I know, and I said I had to turn this off.
You did eventually. You're like,
I did. I was like,
I
can't do this right now. It's just like too much.
And yours is also one of mine as well.
Yeah. So my favorite artist this year was Bad Omens.
If you haven't, okay, I don't know I don't know. I know that most of our listeners are a little older than we are, but if you are into heavy rock at all, Bad Omens is greatness.
And I'm going to say that might make some of you sad that I am not a Swiftie.
But I am.
Yes, you are. I tried. I can't. I don't know. I just can't get into her.
I like her stuff. I really do.
Yeah.
I think she's a great songwriter. I love her stuff. It's catchy.
Like, no judgment.
It's easy to listen to.
No judgment to Swifties, because I think good for you. That's awesome. You find some good songs from her, because our daughter is a Swiftie. But for me personally, I don't know. I like weird stuff. So the top songs. Next is going to be the top songs.
What was your top song? Top songs for you.
My top songs that I listened to. So I went to my Apple Music thing and said my top songs, right? I think everybody should do this because it'll be interesting what you see. Mine was To the World by Kanye. It's a very old song.
It is.
But we were going through some things.
2 artists that are not exactly popular today. Kanye and R. Kelly did that song.
Yes.
I think R. Kelly's in jail.
Yes.
Kanye he's in like social jail.
But the lyrics to that song just hits.
Oh, it's incredible.
Oh my God. It just hits. And it was my anthem for the year. And then 555 by Jimmy Eat World. I guess that's how you say it. Is it 555 or 555?
I always just said 555.
I don't know.
I don't know.
It's an old song, but we just now picked up on it this year. And I was like, that's a really good song. And then Never Know by Bad Omens. Those are my top 3 songs.
Mine were Over by Churches. Mm-hmm. Over. Mm-hmm. So good. It is like an 80s ballad done over for modern times. It's so good.
Yeah.
Rebel Girl by Angels and Airwaves.
Angels and Airwaves are awesome.
Yeah, I started getting more into Angels and Airwaves this year, kind of out of nowhere.
Yeah.
They've been around for a while too.
Mm-hmm.
And then Limits by Bad Omens.
Yep.
That's a good song. If you ever are mad at somebody, read the lyrics to that song and listen to that.
Yeah.
It's a big F you to someone that you're not exactly happy with. It encourages you to kind of do your own thing.
Let's go.
And so whenever I get like fired up and mad at stuff in the world, I I listen to that while
Yeah.
I'm lifting weights.
Yep. So we actually have a wheelie who put together a Tufo playlist of songs that help a lot of the wheelies get through some time right now.
And we need to add these to that playlist.
Okay.
We should dump these on there.
Okay.
People are going to be listening like,
I'll
what is
ask.
this?
Yeah, I know. It is
Those
really
are ours.
different than what a lot of people listen to.
Sorry,
but
those are ours.
This is how we roll. Okay, so the favorite concert that we went to this year.
Yeah, if you went to a concert this year, what was your favorite concert? We went to two, I think. Not many.
We didn't go to many. Yeah, we went to Blink and Jimmy Eat World. And
Yep.
Blink was our favorite.
Yeah, we've got some more booked for this next year, though.
Yeah. Boys to Men, baby.
Boys to Men's coming up. Isn't that this month?
Yeah, a couple weeks.
Did we book a room yet?
Yeah, I already got it.
Oh, we're good. Okay. So we got
I even
Boys
got
to
a sitter
Men.
for our children. Yes.
And we're also going to see Bad Omens in March.
Yeah, and I'm taking Sid to see
Olivia Rodrigo.
Rodrigo. Yeah, and I really wanted to see NF, but Sydney has a recital that weekend, so I don't get to go see NF.
Bummer.
I love NF. NF got me through some really dark times.
Yeah.
Okay, what is your favorite quote from last year?
You go first.
The bird didn't shit on you, the bird just shit.
That's a good one.
It's great.
I love that quote.
You've said that for years, but that was my favorite quote this last year.
For me, this is a more recent one.
This was good too.
So the Serenity Prayer has always been incredibly relevant and important to me. Grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Well, there's an alternate version of it that I've come to love here as of recent.
Yeah, that's
I
cool.
will no longer accept the things I cannot change. I'm choosing to change the things I cannot accept.
Yeah, baby.
And that's been my thing here lately.
Boom.
While still honoring the fact that I know I can't change some things.
Yep.
It has still a super important place in my life. But
Yeah.
I think that's going to get me to my next phase of life.
Yeah, I think it's great.
Okay.
All right, so now we're going to kind of go through an annual review of certain things. This is still on the positive side. So let's talk about career.
Let's talk
So
about
what
career.
went well this year?
Career-wise?
Career-wise.
Well, so I don't have to talk about it a whole lot. I've mentioned that I'm in logistics. So I have a leadership role in a family business. It's a logistics company. We move freight around the country. So you order something, I'm the guy that finds the truck and the driver to carry it to you. I mean, we had a really good year. Numbers wise, we had a really good year. So I think that was good. That's all I can really look at and say that was positive. Like we paid bills. It was good.
Okay, yeah.
It was good.
Yeah.
Independently strong.
Yep.
That was nothing more than an idea over the past couple of years. I mean, we sat down, we had business meetings about getting this thing set up. Like, what are we going to have to do to help people? What are we going to do as far as like designing this thing? We had to get a website together. We had to structure the back end. We had to do accounting. Like, we started a company from scratch this year.
Yeah.
With Independently Strong. And that was the important one for both of us, I think.
Yes.
And I think that you look at that and say, was it success? Yeah, absolutely. Like it went from conception to actual working company to selling courses, helping people, giving us a renewed sense of purpose in this world. Like that was huge. And then Tufo, I think that
Coaching.
yeah, Tufo, we don't really advertise it a whole lot, but
No, we don't.
But let's do it now. So we do one-on-one coaching with people. So if you're ever interested, like you ever wanted to ask us some questions, talk to us, perhaps just have a validation session. Hey, I'm going to run this by you. What do you think about my situation? You can hop on our website, tufo.com, and book one of those if you want. Like we've never wanted to be the people that just like shove stuff down people's throats.
Right.
But
And
people
if you-
do ask like all the time. Like we get requests all the time for this. So it's
Yeah.
available. We do it and we love doing it.
Yeah, and if you want to continue working with us, we do that as
Yeah,
well.
on an ongoing
Like
basis.
we don't have a specific package per se. We like to do it session by session, depending on what you're looking for. But we're there for you. That's what we do.
Yeah, and so from a standpoint of, hey, I just want to I want to set boundaries. I want to learn what I can control in my life and what I can't. Like Paige is the best at that. She understands that stuff as well as anybody. If you're looking for more like growth and development type stuff, if you are someone who is sober curious and you want to know what a path to sobriety looks like, if you have questions about how to handle things in sobriety, that's what I do. I mean, more than happy to walk you through that and help you out. So if
Even just
either you or your
bumping up your
spouse,
personal development. It's like life coaching is what we do.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that stuff went really well with Tufo. I think Tufo, like we had goals for Tufo this year from a like downloads perspective and like episodes perspective. Like we released an episode every week this year. We never missed one time. We, we hit our download numbers that we wanted to get. I think we are ahead of actually where most people are at this point.
Right.
This
And we
far into the
started
game.
monetizing on
Oh yeah, TikTok.
TikTok.
TikTok pays us,
Yeah.
which is crazy. Like, they just pay you for posting.
Yeah.
Like we don't promote anything.
No.
I guess they put ads before or after your
I
video.
have no idea how it works.
All I know is
That's
that
how old I am. And like
we get these PayPal transfers.
I just
and I'm
want to
like,
get the
whoa, we
message
got
out there. And
paid
that's
by
what we
TikTok.
utilize TikTok for. And
It's
then you get
crazy.
paid for it. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's neat.
Yeah. So let's go to the relationships part.
Wait, what about you as far as independently strong and TUFO? Like,
That was all the same thing.
well,
We're
I want to
doing
hear
this
from
together.
you personally, like what went well. Okay, so
I just said it.
I'm putting you on the spot. So Paige
We're
worked
short circuit today.
Paige worked as an analyst for how long were you an analyst?
I don't know, 8 years.
She was an analyst for 8 years. Extremely proud of her career. Very good at what she did.
Yes.
Has been handling everything at the house, raising kids, managing a lot of stuff from home for the last 11 years. No, 9 years. 9 years.
9 years. Yeah, because that's when our son was born.
You've, in a lot of ways, come back into the workforce, this year.
Yes.
Okay, so how has that been for you? Like, what went well?
I got out of my comfort zone.
I'd say so.
I got out of my comfort zone a lot. Built a community. I got uncomfortable, like even with the podcast, and I learned a lot about myself with talking with people too, and coaching and stuff. Like it's really been fulfilling.
Yeah. I think it's only right that you talk about the massive growth that you've made this last year professionally. It's crazy. It's been amazing watching you grow.
Yeah, it's been pretty cool.
Yeah, for sure. Okay.
Now can we go to the next one?
Yeah.
Okay. Relationships.
All right.
Marriage, friendships, family, like what went well this year?
You tell me.
Well, our marriage I think that we've gotten really strong this year. Like we have strengthened our marriage.
I would venture to say this was the best year we've ever had as a couple.
I agree.
Ever.
I think so. We've learned a lot about each other even more, and we've learned how to communicate even better. And we've just been kind of like at the same level.
We've been on the same page at every turn this year.
Yeah.
There was never any point where I felt like you were far away.
Right.
And you knew where I was at any given point.
Yeah. But that's not, this is we're going to celebrate 23 years together this year.
Next month. 23 years together.
So it hasn't always been like that. This has been a pretty solid, consistent year, I think, with the way that our relationship has been.
Yeah, it's been a good one.
Yeah.
It's been a really good one.
Yeah.
So that's marriage. What about friendships?
We've kind of taken a step back, I think.
I think so too. I think that this is probably the first year I can look back and think like my circle got smaller, which isn't necessarily a bad thing.
Right.
But smaller for sure, which means I have less but more intimate relationships with people.
Yeah, but I think this happens too with the age that our kids are. It's not necessarily just that we decide to step back. It's that our kids are at a certain age where we are very, very focused on our family and doing, extracurricular activities and things like that, that your friendships kind of take a step back. And I think that's okay as long, people have go through and accept that and acknowledge it. And it's like understanding it just is. It's just how it is. This is life.
And I think the fact that we're not partiers probably plays into that as well.
Absolutely.
We're
very boring people.
You don't find yourself like hanging out at bars with people or just like getting drinks to get drinks. Like we just don't do that kind of stuff.
Right.
But I do get really I have awesome meetings over coffee and stuff where we talk about some really interesting stuff.
Yeah.
I have those and I value those friendships very much.
Right.
But I think all in all, like my circle got smaller for sure.
Yeah.
Family wise, like extended family.
Yeah. It's same.
About the same. Nothing, no big changes there.
No.
I think you're right. About the same.
Yeah.
Okay. Health. Let's go health.
What went well this year with our health?
You tell me.
Oh, man. I don't know. I continued with my exercising and eating right, like health-wise. I can't think of anything specific that went well.
I think that you're really, really you need to look at the fact that you've now been consistent on a diet with a workout program for the last year and how huge that is.
It's been 2 years.
Yeah, I think that you're understating the importance of the last year of your health.
I think that
anyone can run a diet for 90 days.
I don't think that I have that awness.
Not there yet?
No.
Okay, well you
because
did
you
really,
understand
really well.
that, right? Like you have this, what is you say? I have body dysmorphia.
Body
or whatnot.
dysmorphia.
Yeah.
For sure. I
Yeah.
do.
Where it's like we don't have awareness of who we are and what we do. Like sometimes old habits creep in, and I think that I'm that person still.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I think that from the outside looking in, you did a really, really good job of keeping up with your health and understanding the importance that physical fitness and caring about your health, like even when it comes to stuff like checkups, like you're someone that did not want to go get a skin cancer checkup.
Oh yeah.
But you did it. And like you're thinking about it and you're staying on top of it.
Yeah,
sometimes paranoia sets in because of it.
We didn't talk about that because I do have a lot of phobia around going to get certain checkups because I have that health fear. It's like a health anxiety of if something is going to go wrong. But this year I did decide to go to the dermatologist. And that's scary because, my aunt passed away from melanoma. It runs in my family.
Yep.
It's something that we need to, I should have been up to date with every year. And I hadn't gone since 2017, 2018, something like that. And you kind of forced me to go. You're like,
I didn't give you a choice. I set your appointment for you.
You did. I know. This is like one of those things. There's like, damn it, are you enabling me or whatnot? But we know how our relationship works. It's not like I can't.
I knew
think
you
of
just
the word
needed
that
the
I was
extra
gonna
little
do.
push.
But it was very scary, and I went, and I did have a spot that they had to take off, and it was scary because I was like, how is this going to come back? But I think I handled it pretty well, considering. Like they called me, and they were like, okay, it's not this, but I do need to see you back in 3 months to make sure it's not, coming back, and I may have to go back. I'm going to just need to go every year to make sure I'm getting checked up on.
The reason I bring this up about you and I wanted to put you on the spot is because for a long time, whenever you're so invested in just getting by day to day and struggling just to get by, whether it's with a life with little kids or an addicted spouse or someone who's just not on the same page with you, your health takes a back seat.
Yes, it does.
But this year you put yourself as a priority. And I just
did.
want to give you a high five.
Thanks. I think that this year I need to step it up more. So
You can always find ways to improve. But I think
Yeah.
that the fact that you were consistent means everything.
yeah.
It means
you.
everything. Like,
Thanks.
okay, everyone puts on a couple pounds during the holidays.
I mean, I put on a lot more.
Everyone does.
I know.
Okay?
But I'm okay because I
That's-
know how to
that's
get
not
back
failing.
at it. But I'm not going to.
That's not failing.
It's not failing. I'm still not going to go back to where I was a few years ago because I know that is going to put me in a very bad place.
I think that you know what to do, you know what the work looks like, and
Yeah.
you just do it. I'm so proud of you.
Yeah.
Like we both stopped caring about like how much sugar we were eating about the time that Christmas cookies became acceptable. So the day after Thanksgiving, probably.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So what about, you didn't say anything about your health. Your health has always been consistent for like the past 10 years.
I don't want to brag.
I know. You're just like,
But
I
I'm
just
in-
got this. I
I'm in
got
good
this.
shape.
But then again, this is a really good place to say, progress over perfection. Like it is good to just stay consistent. You don't have to be perfect in what you're doing. Just keep going forward and you will take step backs, but be okay with it.
Yeah, like health and fitness. If you've got health goals, fitness goals for this next year, like many people do, like this is sort of a resolutions episode, but it's more about reflection. Many people have these goals. I just want you to know that like it's the small changes, it's the little stuff over time that makes the most difference.
Yes.
Because if you bite off too much in the beginning, you're going to choke and you're going to go back to what you're used to.
We're going to get into that into the next episode. We're going to go into depth of that.
So it's so
Because I
important.
know that a lot of listeners are in a place where it's like, I can't have a specific routine to make my entire world change. I understand that. If it's hard for you to even get out of bed, you're going to start small, and we'll talk about that in the next episode.
Yeah, but when it comes to like health and fitness, it's
Yeah.
I got in shape over the course of a decade. That first year is just like you just figure things out and like you're sore all the time and it's really tough, and then it becomes like a working part of your schedule, and then you come to where like you look forward to it.
Yeah.
But that takes place over time. I just like just the little small things.
Yep.
So I kept doing the little small things.
Yep.
So that went well.
Awesome. All right. So let's move on to personal growth. What went well for you this year?
When it comes to personal growth,
Yeah.
I don't want you to go. I'd rather you go first.
Okay. Well, I got out of my comfort zone, like I said earlier. I read a lot more self-help books. I learned more about my HSP, which I think is a big deal because I thought it was like a huge curse. And now I'm like, okay, this is actually beneficial for others. And I think that's huge for my personal growth.
What went well for me this year as far as personal growth goes? So I think that this year I developed, this is going to sound terrible, but I developed empathy like I've never known before.
Terrible.
Like really understood the experiences of other people. I have had more I wouldn't call them breakdowns, but more like tearful days and moments this year than I have in my entire life. Like combined in this last year. And it wasn't like from an unstable place where I just didn't have it together. It's just like truly feeling what other people are going through. And I think that's really, really important for me because I am a selfish person at my core. Like I'm an addict, man. And that's been in me for so long where I wasn't thinking about other people. And I'm really, really being intentional about learning more and feeling the experiences of other people. And that was huge for me. I think that really took me to a new place just personally. Like I can look at the experience of other people and it's not just a headline you read and then scroll to the next. Like I'm really like putting myself in other people's shoes and trying to understand what they're feeling and then thinking about ways I can be helpful.
I think that's why our marriage took a bump up.
I think so too. It has a lot to do with it for sure.
Yep.
So that's what I learned a lot this year.
That's awesome. I love that. All right. So what habit or system accounted for most of your success?
I think showing up for other people probably was a habit that I developed this year, like, and got really, really intentional about it. Where I've always done it to some degree when it comes to my recovery.
Yeah.
You have to show up for other people, and in doing that, you help yourself. So it's sort of like one of those like beautifully selfish things. But with Tufo and Independently Strong and like the accounts that we have, like TikTok and everything else, like that is an intentional action of showing up for others. Because there are days I don't feel like doing it. Like, there are days where like we're worn out. Yeah. And it's like we have little kids too. Like we've got a million things going on. But showing up for other people, and I have to remember that in the beginning when we started this thing, it's like, let's help people. Yeah. Let's help people. If we help people, then everything will take care of itself. Yeah. An avenue to us doing this full time will open up if we're just helping people. Because so few businesses or creators can simply just say that. Like, I help people. Like, that's what we do. We help people. Maybe they sell you a product or there's always some little catch to it. But I think if we're just helping people, which means showing up for others. Yeah. So for me, I had to get a lot less selfish and just show up for other people without expecting anything in return. Yeah. And just show up for other people. Oh, that's beautiful. What about you?
Mine's the opposite.
Yeah.
I showed up for myself because I've showed up and I showed up for others. I think I found a really good balance.
I think you showed up more for yourself this year than ever.
I think so too.
Ever.
I learned how to say no. I learned, like, I utilized boundaries a lot this year in other areas of my life where I'm just like, no, I'm not going to do that. It doesn't align with my values. So I'm saying no. And I think that's huge growth, and that's choosing me. And it's just total opposite of what you did. But I still also, like I said, I helped others as well.
I think it's important though to recognize that you are someone who typically showed up for others way too much. Yes. To your own detriment. Right. And then this year you really learned how to show up for yourself. And I'm someone who showed up for myself way too much. And I learned how to show up for other people. Yes. Like truly show up for other people. Yes. And I think that the balance of that is really cool.
Yes. Oh, I love that. Okay. So are there any opportunities to double down?
Yeah. So
I had to ask Matt what this meant.
So some of the things I learned about showing up for others, it's important to show up for other people, like, and be selfless at times. But you also understand, like, I also really gained an understanding this year, which is crazy to think about because I know this stuff and I teach this stuff to other people about, if there's someone or something in your environment that's not serving you, then why are you there? And I've really had to come to terms with some of that stuff in my own personal life this year. Obviously not with you, but with other people in my life. And I think that when it comes to this next year, something I can really double down on it is getting myself out of situations that don't serve me mentally or spiritually anymore. Just because they serve you financially doesn't mean that they're good. I'm talking about career stuff here. Yeah. Just cards on the table. Yeah. And that's, like taking risks is another thing, like doubling down on taking risks. Like, I mean, it's like we mentioned, like, it's no secret. Like, everyone wants to do something that they love for a living. Like, something I love talking to people. I love learning about people. Paige is very much the same. Yep. And it's like, well, if we could help people and then we could also find a way to feed the kids, like, wouldn't that be the greatest thing ever? Yeah. Absolutely it would. Okay. So that's going to require some risk taking. It's going to require major risk taking. Yep. Like career changes. That's going to require stepping out of our comfort zones. It's going to require living on much less than we're used to living on, and all that stuff. And we're going to double down on that.
I'm wondering if anybody is recognizing the gray area that we're discussing here, because like you said earlier, you're having a habit of showing up for others and being there for others and not being selfish. But then you're like, I'm not going to take toxic situations any longer. And it's kind of, the opposite. So we're just trying to explain to everybody how complex this is. and how there is a gray area in every decision that you make.
I'm showing up for people that need help.
Right.
And asking for help.
Right.
And I'm done showing up for people who are unwilling to change.
That's great.
That's what I'm getting
I like how you, thank you. I mean, I just like how you put that out there, because I know that sometimes when I listen or when I read over these things, I'm like, oh man, I'm a very black and white thinker. You know, I got to look at one side or the other. So, what are the most valuable ways you are spending your time?
I think it continues to be recovery stuff. Like, we've got to finish this episode up, and then I'm driving straight to a treatment center, and I'm volunteering for the next hour with 3 other awesome people, friends of mine in recovery. And we're going to talk to people that are in treatment and see if there's any way that we can help them get to the next stages in their life and what we have to do to get them leveled up.
Yeah.
I'll continue to do that. And I think that's probably the most valuable way I spend my time, because when I do that, it gets me out of myself. It gets me in touch spiritually. And it strengthens my recovery, it strengthens their recovery, strengthens our marriage. It helps the kids see that, you know, volunteering your time is really important, and it's just great all around. So I think it's probably the most valuable thing I do with my time still.
Right.
What about you?
Same. Helping others through some of the most difficult times of their lives. Like, that's just, it's extremely valuable. So what brought you the most happiness?
Maybe it's cliche, but... And I know that, like, a lot of creators will say this kind of stuff, like whether they've got a podcast or they have a social media account, they sort of throw out this, what feels like a necessary, like, oh, hey, I just want to thank everyone for, like, the kind words. Like, no, I really want to fucking thank everyone for the kind words.
Yes, agreed.
Like, you guys don't even know how much that means to us whenever you tell us that this episode changed your life, that you listened to it 4 or 5 times and your life is different now and it's better because of it. And your children see you differently because of it. And their lives are better because of it. Like, you have no idea how good that makes us feel.
It gives me chills just thinking about it.
We'll look at each other and, like, high five each other, and, like, on our worst days, and it's like, someone's getting help out of this.
Yeah.
That brought me the most happiness, was realizing that our experiences and the things that we think and the things that we say out loud on a podcast or on YouTube or wherever, it's actually impacting someone's life in a positive way.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yep. Same. We had the same.
That brings me the most happiness. That, and I think the kids. I think that seeing kids grow up and seeing them experience things and the way that they see the world and talking to them about it is, like, the coolest thing ever.
Oh yeah. I embrace every chapter of their lives and being able to talk to them and stuff. Like, we don't typically mourn the last year of their lives, like when they were younger and stuff. Like, we had that time and we did the best that we could with it. And now we just embrace every single moment with them, and we're just grateful for it.
Yeah.
All right. So now we're going to talk about the lessons. So
lessons, what she means by that is, like, what are the things you learned because you failed?
Yeah. But
quote unquote failed.
But what do we say about failure?
No such thing.
No such thing. We learn from our failings all the time. Every time we feel like we are the biggest failure, we're learning from that.
Yeah. Air quote failure. Right?
Yeah.
So,
yeah. We learn from our mistakes.
What are some things you learned?
So with our careers, what didn't go so well? I'm going to say that, like, we worked harder instead of smarter.
Oh my God, did we ever?
But this is literally how we roll. We're very protective about how we do things in our systems. So we tend to just work really hard instead of doing what's really smart. I mean, okay, so I've been through all the business courses and, like, school and degrees and all that crap. Like, I understand this stuff intuitively, cognitively understand that it's not about how am I going to figure this out. It's about who can I find to handle some of these lower leverage activities so I can handle the highest leverage activities to drive forward a company. Like, I get that stuff. But yeah, you don't know what you don't know. So I don't know what those even look like until you start and figure it out. So this year was a lot of, let's figure out how to edit. Let's figure out how this software works, how that software works. Let's research these different kinds of software for the next freaking week and a half and figure out which one's best for us. Let's do all kinds of crap. Let's order 50 sample sweatshirts to find the best one and try them on and take notes. Like, we did everything ourselves this year. Yeah, and our social media kind of took a back seat because it was just so much, and we're stepping that up this year thanks to somebody awesome. We found an awesome. We're putting in more systems now.
Shelly. I'm just going to say Shelly. Shelly's awesome, and Shelly's going to help us this year take this stuff to the next level. Yeah. She knows what she's doing when it comes to social media and, like, how to get out there, and she's encouraging us to just suck it up and do the things that other creators are doing to get their names out there. Yeah. And tell us to get over ourselves basically and just do it.
Yeah.
And so we are.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think when it comes to TUFO, independently strong, like didn't go so well. I think that independently strong was delayed getting out because so many other things kept taking priority when it should have been the priority all along.
Yeah.
Which is tough to say, but it is. Like in my other career, like logistics, honestly, it's hard to find things I would say went well. It paid the bills.
Yeah.
Outside of that, there wasn't a whole lot of fulfillment. I don't think I don't have a lot of positives.
Yeah.
I just don't. I mean, the company had a great year on paper.
Right.
Outside of that, though, no.
Right. All right. Relationships. What didn't go well this year? I'm going to say that we had a really hard time finding balance with these new companies and our dependent kids.
Yes, very much so.
That's something we have to do better.
Struggled massively with this because we're doing so much all the time. Like we're always planning something, responding to something, writing, recording, you name it. And like we have kids, y'all. Like it's tough. Like we never, like people say like this kind of stuff, like you shouldn't charge for a course. It should be free. Like I agree. It should. Like mental health should be free. Like healthcare in general should be free.
Right.
But the fact of the matter is that people have to pull time away from their lives, from doing things like spending time with their kids.
Yeah.
Doing like our electricity company does not care that we help people.
Right.
Like there's a bill on the table and they want me to pay it. And it sucks. But having to balance that like with your kids is really difficult.
Yes.
If you're an entrepreneur and like you've started something from scratch, or if you've got something really important, if you've got a social media account that you keep up with, like how tough that can be. And it's been really, really tough for us this year to figure out what balance looks like. So we made a lot of mistakes this year.
Yeah, we
made
did.
a lot of mistakes
we
this
did.
year.
I know that our kids had suffered a little bit from it, and we're definitely owning that and going to learn from it. And we're trying to, hold ourselves accountable for it, and, talk with them about it and try to show them that we are going to be there for them way more this year than it was last year.
Yeah, we're just doing so much right now.
Yeah.
And the more we get off of our plates, the better it'll get. We got to not forget that we're parents first and foremost.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, see, we want to be transparent. Like, that this is life. Like that we do have parts in our life that didn't go well. Like we're not perfect. There are things that are really, really difficult.
I'm sure it's relatable for a lot of people. Felt like I mean, especially if you're in a relationship like this, like we talk about here, like your kids took a backseat.
Yeah.
They did. Like a lot of stuff that happened this year, that you could have made a difference there and changed something for them. And like, we know what that feels like too.
Yeah.
It's tough. So yeah, we're still not perfect parents by any means.
Nope.
And they'll be the first to tell us that too. Especially the little one.
We're working on it. No, the other one, she's going through some things.
Puberty. It's tough. It's tough.
You're just going to throw that out there. Okay.
It's tough.
All right. So health, what didn't go well this year? We already kind of discussed one thing, like with my dermatologist issue, but your back has gotten significantly worse this year.
God, so bad.
It has been terrible and heartbreaking just watching you. He thinks that he feels like he's got like glass in his back every time he walks.
Feels like broken eggshells where your joints are in my back.
Yeah. And then kidney stones.
The pain goes down my legs.
Yeah.
It wakes me up.
I mean, you still work out and you still lift weights and you do stuff like that. But your health.
Until it takes me out, I'm not.
You're going to end up having surgery soon, I'm sure.
And then, kidney stones.
You have kidney stones that are really painful as well.
I've passed. Last year, I think I passed like 5 or 6 kidney stones.
Yeah.
And I think I got really lucky because I've never had the nights like some people like talk about where they're in like the ER. I mean, it hurt, but
yeah.
I passed them. I passed them at work. I think I passed one on an airplane. I want to say like it sucks, but I think I've just been lucky. Maybe I've got some stones that break
I
up
just
easier.
think that you've got a high pain tolerance and it's just wild.
I don't know. Maybe.
So, and also, I guess health wise for me, like you said, during the Christmas time, I gained some weight, but that's okay.
I did too.
Personal growth, what didn't go well this year? I do think that my self-care did go on the back burner a little bit. I didn't journal as much as I usually do. I didn't read as much as I usually do. Just my self-care, like certain things just kind of went on the back burner.
I think for me, I lived in my own head a little more than I should have this year. Mm-hmm. There are times where I know what I should be doing, but it almost like self-righteous anger is a dangerous thing sometimes because it feels like a comfortable place to be.
Okay.
And it's almost addicting in some ways, like when you want to be mad at someone or something or a situation. And I spent longer than I should have like venting and complaining and, for lack of a better term, bitching and moaning about things than I did acting to get myself out of it. And I think that I was just delaying the inevitable there. and making things more confusing for everyone around me and harder for myself in the end. And I screwed up a lot there. I screwed up a lot with that this year. And
I think that you had to go through that to learn from it.
that's part of the process.
I think
but,
that's for
but
everybody
still,
to learn
there were
from.
periods in time where like I know. It's not like I don't know. It sucks because I'm self-aware, but I'm just not ready to pull the trigger. And at times I'm just like, you know what? Yeah,
I think that's
know.
important for everybody to know that, though, even in their situations. Whatever you're feeling, whatever you're dealing with and going through right now is what you're supposed to be feeling in this moment. And you will take action. You're learning from what you're going through right now.
You make a good point. I think I beat myself up. I'm a perfectionist about stuff like that.
You really do. You do. Sometimes you get like really down, low. And we all do. We all go through that. But I think it's important to be aware of it and then, take the next step to kind of build off of it.
I can't remember which one of them said it. It's one of the ancient like Greek philosophers. It was like Plato or maybe it was Aristotle that said, like, I'll paraphrase here in the most crude way possible, basically said that intelligence is understanding that you know nothing. Mm-hmm. Like the more you learn, you understand how little you really know.
So true.
And I dealt with a lot of that this year. Mm-hmm. I deal with a lot of imposter syndrome. There are oftentimes I think that I am not the voice to help anybody. Why is anyone asking me for my opinion or my advice? That seems really strange to me because I don't feel like that person. But I also learned that identity lags reality by 1 to 2 years.
Yes, we just learned that.
Yes, that's a really cool thing I've learned recently. Actually, Chris Williamson's podcast, Modern Wisdom, I heard that on there. And it's true. Like the person that you are today is not the person you see in the mirror. The person that you are today is much more advanced than the person you think you are. But your identity lags your reality by 1 to 2 years. So you're not going to feel like that person for 1 to 2 years, which sucks because if you could just feel that way in the moment, I think I would be so much more productive and so much more helpful.
But you are.
So that's what it comes down to. This is where I do agree with some self-affirmations because I don't think that confidence comes from just shouting nonsense in the mirror.
Right.
It comes from having a stack of undeniable proof that you are who you say you are. And that comes from doing actual work and doing the things. Yeah. Like that's what Alex Hormozy has always said about it. And I love that quote.
Yeah.
But this year I feel like I don't know. I think I just kind of beat around the bush with that a little too much. And I think that I struggled a lot with the person I am and the person that others are telling me I am. And like this little scared kid that lives inside of me still that feels really insecure and feels like I'm not equipped and I'm not ready. And I'm just learning how to tell that kid to STFU.
Yeah.
And I'm just doing what's the worst that could happen, right?
Yeah.
Worst case scenario, I learn a lesson. Okay. Woo. Like, how bad is that? But it seems so scary in the moment.
Yeah, it is.
I struggle with that a lot though. I still do.
Yeah. Okay. Well, what did you expect to complete but didn't?
You go first. I've been talking forever.
Okay. Booty gains.
Booty gains?
Yes.
You put that on there?
I sure did.
Okay. A bit of a backstory. So Paige has a gyat. And if you don't know what a gyat is, that's what the kids call big booty these days.
Yes.
Our kids taught us that, by the way.
Yes, and we use it all the time.
They'd be so proud.
They would.
We just use that.
Yeah,
I need some water.
Okay. Yeah. So, but then when I lost all my weight 2 years ago, I lost my booty because it was all fat. It was not mainly muscle. And then once I started to gain muscle, I wanted to work on my booty and get it back to be like muscular booty.
Booty takes years.
But I haven't worked on it very well this year. I put it on the back burner.
Yeah. So every time you hear an episode this year or last year, every time you listen to it, just remember that Paige's booty was sacrificed for that.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
And you should be grateful because of it.
Yes.
For me, I really, really, really wanted to get the bones of my book started. Mm-hmm. Something that I've been wanting to work on for a long time, and I didn't get anywhere close to it.
Yeah.
So that's what we're going to do this year.
Mm-hmm.
And then making what we're doing here a full-time career move.
Yeah.
Is kind of where we're headed, but that didn't happen either. And I would have liked for that to happen in 23.
Yeah.
So it didn't. So I feel like I failed there.
Yeah, but you didn't. I think it's a.
We'll see what happens with 24.
Yeah.
I'm optimistic.
Yeah. Is this still an important goal of ours?
Is your booty still an important goal?
Yes.
Mine is definitely still
How can I make future follow through more likely? for you, it could utilize a schedule, like block out time to actually make your outline for what you need to do.
I'm going to have to I've read through like how do authors do it? Like, how do you do it? And you really just have to be incredibly intentional about when you write and just make sure that's the only thing you're doing. Keep a space for it. I'm going to get this many pages done a day, and hold yourself accountable to that.
Right. Me, it's going to be like a routine. I don't know. Maybe you work on it at least 2 days a week. Don't you work on your booty two days a week sometimes?
Big muscle groups like that can take 2 a week. So like whenever I was building my legs, I would do
horse legs.
They're ridiculous
Gorgeous.
now. Like I don't recommend that because now I have trouble wearing pants. But twice a week I would do legs. And so I think booty's same thing. Like you can work those big muscles twice a week, but you're just going to stay sore. Just know that. You're just going to be sore.
That's okay.
All the time.
I love being sore. Love being sore.
Okay,
Love
sore is
it.
cool except for when it's your legs.
Yeah, because then when you try to
Go
sit
upstairs,
on the pot,
downstairs, sit on the toilet. Yeah, it's so hard.
but no, I love it.
It's the worst.
Okay, so what are the least valuable ways I am spending my time? We both have the same one here, and that would be scrolling through social media. We have a really bad problem with doing that, so we really need to set aside time. Anything that you should have said no to? I think we said no to this. Like anything that you should have said no to. Because I actually stepped my game up with saying no this year.
I can't really think of anything off the top of my head. Things I should have said no to. I don't think so. I think I can always pull a lesson from anything I said yes to.
So all of these questions, I mean, we still have more, but I'm going to say we're going to have this out here for all of y'all to go through it for yourselves. How can I prevent myself continuing to spend my time in this way? So we talked about giving ourselves screen time. So for me, like not get on my phone until my self-care is completed in the mornings. So I need to set aside my phone before or while I'm working out or while I'm doing my readings, doing my journals, doing stuff like that. And then shutting off my phone at bedtime.
Yeah, I need to do a better job of that.
You said you were going to do
I'm going to get an app that basically just blocks me from certain apps on my phone at certain times.
Yep. Okay. Knowing what I know now, what advice would I give to myself? This is what you were talking about just a minute ago.
My advice to myself would just be do the thing and stop talking about doing the thing.
Yeah, pull the Band-Aid off.
Posting about doing the thing is not the same as doing the thing. Talking to friends about doing the thing is not the same as doing the thing. Reading about doing the thing is not the same as doing the thing. Just do it.
Yeah.
Just do the work.
Yeah. And this can apply in your relationships and all of the things that you're dealing with right now too. So I already said that, blocking time to read, like what habits or systems can improve my follow through.
Yeah, think about that too for your life. Like what habits or systems would improve it? Mm-hmm. So maybe it's an app or some kind that helps with productivity, blocking schedules. Maybe it's let's try setting some alarms. I mean, it could be anything, but anything to help you improve your follow through, the execution piece.
Yeah.
Habits or systems to help you do that.
Yeah. How can I make my environment more supportive of my goals?
This is interesting because you do have an influence on your environment. So if you're in an environment that is not conducive to your growth, it's not conducive to the validation of your emotions or your feelings, you can change your environment. That is an option that we all have. It is not comfortable. I know it sucks. I'm in that boat too. I know how bad it can suck and how tough that can be. But we can alter our environment or set boundaries that gets us closer to where we want to be.
Yep.
So you can change your environment. You can change your people, places, and things for this new you.
Yeah.
That better fit this new you.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. Well, these were all questions that were just here that I didn't know if you wanted to go through them.
I think we should just go through this last one. So maybe his last couple. So biggest wins and what did I learn from each?
Okay.
Biggest wins. I think when it comes to what we've done with the podcast and what we've done with this has been something that's like 20 years in the making, y'all. Like it really is. Like when we think about like our relationship and our story together, we always knew that there was something here. There was something to it that could help other people. Yep. It was a story that we had told people in private and they're like, wow, why this seems selfish to keep this to yourselves. Mm-hmm. You guys have got to start a podcast or a YouTube channel or something like that. And 2023, when we started in 22, but it was the last couple of months of 22.
Yep.
23 was when we really got down
bumped
and
it up.
Yeah, we put pencil to paper. We actually sat down and we did this thing. Mm-hmm. And I think that was our biggest win, was like making this thing real. And it's real when you make it real. It's never going to become real just thinking about it or talking about it. Mm-hmm. And I just think about myself like at 80 years old, like when I'm taking my last few breaths, what are going to be my regrets? And this would have been one of them, that we didn't try this.
Yep.
And maybe people forget about us and it disappears in a few years, but I know that some people were better for hearing it. I know that we're better for doing it. And I don't think it ends there by any means. I think that we're going to be around for a long time.
Yes.
And this is just the beginning, but I think that the biggest win was being persistent and consistent and sticking with this thing and seeing to it that people were helped and that people had a voice that didn't have one before.
Yes, that right there.
I think that was my biggest win. Anyway.
I'm with you on that. Like there's just so much that happened that were wins, and you just like summarized it so well.
And I think the biggest lesson that I learned from this, and I don't want to speak for you, but I think that you can probably agree with me on this, is patience is, you can never have too much patience.
True.
You can never have too much patience. Like there are days where like, guys, I'm not even kidding you. We'll spend, we'll work 14 hours or 16 hours, like not even kidding you.
Yep.
We'll sit down 16 hours straight and work. And like when you put forth that kind of effort, like generally in like, if you're used to a 9 to 5, like you get a paycheck for that.
Yeah.
We don't see anything.
Right.
Like literally nothing.
Right.
But we know what we're doing is building a foundation of something that is going to be incredibly helpful one day for people.
Yeah.
Someone will stumble across an episode years and years from now that's at the darkest moment of their life, and they will feel hope and they will feel like someone understands them. And that matters to me. Yep. But the patience that it takes to do that and be okay with putting forth a lot of effort and not expecting anything in return is it's not like, it's not natural to like the capitalistic mindset that we have in this country. Like just doing something without anything in return, like just with the expectation of nothing. Like I expect nothing back from anyone. This is just out there for people. I hope it's helpful. It takes a higher degree of patience that they don't teach you in school. They don't teach this in business school, especially.
Yeah.
And it's counter to what a lot of people think you do in business. Like here, I made a product. Now you buy it.
Yeah.
Like we do have paid services, but most of what we do here is free.
Right.
It is.
Right.
Like if you like us and you want to support us, like we have ways for you guys to do that. Like we're going to have some merch and stuff coming up, but for the most part, I think that most people are just going to take the lessons we have, and we just have to trust that like packing good things into the universe pays off at some point later down the road, and we're developing something really beneficial for humanity, for people as a whole. And I think that takes a level of patience that I needed this year.
Yes.
I think in my life in general, I just needed. I needed to be selfless and just patient.
Yeah.
So, and I think that it'll work out. I think that we'll be fine. We'll be able to, make sure that the kids have money in their lunch accounts and they don't turn off electricity. I think that we'll be okay.
We'll be okay.
We'll be okay.
We'll be okay no matter what happens. That's something that we've built upon with each other. So.
Yep. The last two questions. I don't think we need to touch on these really.
Okay.
The only thing that I think if you could do one thing differently of this year, what would it have been?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh,
one thing differently.
Just the kids.
Like the biggest thing was
the biggest thing. The biggest
balance.
thing would be able to find the balance between what we're doing. And because I've admitted this before too, like I am a workaholic. Like I do understand some type of addiction when it comes to like work. I've always been like that. I love to work. I loved to work before my kids. It was very hard for me to become a stay-at-home mom because I love to work. It was like a purpose for me. It's something that I enjoy doing. So I do get sucked into it, and some people around me are not going to benefit from that.
Yeah, it's tough.
So I know that that's something within me that I have got to get a hold of, because it will affect my kids. I know that no matter what we do as parents, our kids are going to be affected by something we do. We're not perfect. But what's important is that we're able to hold ourselves accountable and try to make it better for them. So that's really my biggest thing that I know that I need to work on this year.
I'm right there with you on that one.
Like, you feel it?
No, big time.
Okay.
Big time.
Yeah.
Okay, last question. This is actually the last question because I've got to get going this treatment meeting.
No, no, I thought you were done.
No, last one. So what's the most important goal for the next year? Why is it important? Why is achieving it important to you? And what will success look like? How will you know if you succeeded?
Is this like a personal goal or business goal or what? Because I feel like we've talked so much about business, but that's kind of been our life. But we're having a lot of life lessons within our business. It all goes together.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
It doesn't matter.
My most important goal for next year?
Yeah.
I want to have, I want to put workshops together. Is that a stupid goal?
No.
I want to put workshops and retreats. I want to have that. I want a place for people to meet up either online or, somewhere around here or something.
That was good. That's my goal for this year too.
Yeah.
That was funny you said that. That's
Seriously?
my goal. Yeah. Workshops and meetups and
Yeah.
retreats. Like success for me will look like those actually being attended, like us
Yeah.
announcing a meetup and people actually show up to hang out.
Right.
Or announcing a retreat or a workshop and people are actually there, and like getting to see the faces and getting to see the couples for those that are still like working through early sobriety and like working with people and giving them hope, and then giving hope to the people that didn't get that happily ever after, that life can still be incredibly beautiful and fulfilling.
Yeah.
Like, watching it and seeing people in real life is what success will look for, like for me this year.
Even if there's one person that shows up, I think I'll be pretty damn thrilled.
Be pretty cool.
Just because, just to chat and see the faces.
Yeah. That's what I'm after this year. So we've been digital. Now let's get out to the people.
I didn't know we were on the same page there.
For sure.
That's awesome.
For sure. Okay.
Okay. Well, we're going to put all this up on the website, on the blog, probably in the newsletter too.
It'll be in the newsletter. If you're not subscribed to the newsletter, go to our website, tufo.com, and you can sign up there. If you go to the blog section on our website on tufo.com, there's still a blog section, right? You're looking at...
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm just thinking.
Okay.
No, we're good.
You will see this annual review posted. I would love for you to go through this, share it in the community, tell us where you're at with a lot of this stuff. It's a great reflection exercise to see exactly where you were. You might feel like you did nothing great this year, but upon further review, you will find that you had plenty to be grateful for, plenty to look forward to for this year, even if it wasn't exactly
And what
what you
changes
wanted.
are you going to make? Like, that's huge. It's awesome. I love this reflection.
Yeah,
This
so-
is better than...
Thank you for being here with us this last year in 23. I cannot wait to deliver 24. I think every year is just going to get better and better and better, and I'm really looking forward to 24.
Yep.
So thank you for being here with us. Until next time, I am Matt.
I'm Paige.
And we'll see you.
Bye.